Welcome to the Life Poetic with Thomas Keily, your weekly knowledge drop of word-crafted invocation. This week we're looking at William Shakespeare's Sonnet 116. Let me not to the marriage of true minds admit impediments. Love is not love which alters when it alteration finds, or bends with the remover to remove. Oh no, it is an ever fixed mark, that looks on tempest and is never shaken. It is the star to every wandering bark, whose worth's unknown, although his height be taken. Love's not time's full, though rosy lips and cheeks within his bending sickle's compass come. Love alters not with his brief hours and weeks, but bears it out even to the edge of doom. If this be error and upon me proved, I never writ, nor no man ever loved. Sonnet 116 is one of Shakespeare's most well-known poems, and rightly so. It's just a perfect piece of writing, and he's using very simple language for the day, but then still conveying this very deep and very beautiful message. The piece itself is interesting because he's taking the time to define what love is, and he's sort of evoking the idea of the marriage contract, that moment in the marriage ceremony where someone says, if anyone has any reason why these two people should not be wed. So he's using the way that vow was crafted back in the day. And so he's standing up, Uncle Bill's getting up at the wedding and say, let me not unto the marriage of true minds admit impediments. So saying, I'm not going to stand in the way of two people who truly love each other. But let me tell you what love is. So before you make that commitment, I've got something to say about what love is. What's interesting then is, though, he spends a lot of time defining what love is not. So it's like, it's not something that can be that anyone can take away from someone. It's not something that alters when you see a blemish in someone or something that you kind of find isn't quite right. It's sort of a more constant than that. And it's interesting because it's why he's spending time defining what it's not, and it's not something that with it falls in the compass of death's sickle gets taken out with time. It's something that persists even through time. What he uses to define it is quite vague. So it's saying it's the star to every wandering bark. It's the star that guides every ship on the sea. And so we understand that it guides us and that it guides life, but it's still not quite defining exactly what it is. And so I think Shakespeare's pointing to this, the true love is something beyond language. It's something that can't exactly be defined. You can feel it and you understand its worth and value to you, but you can't name it and you can't box it and you can't define it. And in that sense, I feel like he's pointing to a mystical love. And I find it interesting in the context that he places this in, saying that he's just got up at your wedding and he's about to make a little speech. And what he's saying is that there is this love, there is this other love. Like, you might think you're in love, but maybe you're just infatuated with beauty, and beauty will die, rosy lips and cheeks within his bending sickle's compass come. Or you might think you love someone, and then you find that over time, actually there's something a little bit wrong with them, I don't really love them. And he's sort of saying, look out for that, that's going to come, that's a natural part of being human. But there is this love that is beyond that. It's not nameable, but you will feel it and it will guide you. And this is the real love, and this is the real love to seek for in your life. And then he backs that claim up by saying that if this is wrong, if I'm not right about this, then everything I've ever written is wrong. All the beauty and everything that I've brought into my writing, all of that is wrong. If this is not the real love, it's all wrong. And I stake everything, I'm willing to gamble everything I've ever done, everything I've ever achieved on this one idea. And I think so it's a very powerful statement about what love is about. So let's have a quick look at the text again. Let me not to the marriage of true minds admit impediments. Love is not love which alters when it alteration finds, or bends with the remover to remove. Oh no, it is an ever fixed mark, that looks on tempest and is never shaken. It is the star to every wandering bark, whose worth's unknown, although his height be taken. Love's not time's full, though rosy lips and cheeks within his bending sickle's compass come. Love alters not with his brief hours and weeks, but bears it out, even to the edge of doom. If this be error and upon me proved, I never writ, nor no man ever loved. This has been the Life Poetic with Thomas Keily. See you next week.